Bro, it's the crack of dawn. No, actually, the sun hasn't even risen yet. It's exactly 4 o'clock. Someone is shaking you awake. What you're lying on isn't a soft bed, but probably a hard, damp wooden chest holding all your belongings. As a sea thief in the Middle Ages, this is how your shift begins. The moment you get up, you grab a large stone and some sand. The job is called holly stoning. You have to scrub the entire deck on your knees with seawater. Let me explain without metaphors. Imagine dancing on a giant sheet of sandpaper that's constantly moving, while salty water is being poured over you. The goal is to prevent the planks from growing algae and becoming slippery enough to fling you into the sea. Morning coffee? Forget it. Here's the strangest part. Can you tell your boss in an office you're fired? No, but on this ship, you can. Medieval pirate ships were actually small democratic republics. Captain. He only had absolute authority during battle. Quartermaster. Purser. He was the real boss. He distributed food, determined punishments, and supervised the captain. If the captain showed cowardice or failed to distribute your share of the profits properly, the crew could abandon him to death in a small boat at the first port. A bit too radical a freedom for corporate life, right? It's noon. If the navigator uncle looks at the sky and says, "We're still not lost, it's time to eat," the food is so hard that you have to dip it into grog before eating to soften it. The tiny worms living inside it are free protein for a pirate. Eating in the dark is a pirate tradition. If you don't see what you're eating, your stomach gets less upset. Black oak, salted beef. It is so hard and salty that it takes its name from wood. You need good teeth to bite it and a stomach of steel to digest it. Did you spot a merchant ship on the horizon? Hooks are prepared immediately. In modern terms, this is aquatic carjacking. But be careful, sinking the ship is strictly forbidden, because a sunken ship means unpaid wages. You must capture the ship intact and loot the fabrics, spices, and gold inside. Let's say you took an arrow to the leg in a clash. Is there a doctor on board? If you're very lucky, maybe. If not, they take you to the carpenter. Why? Because he has the best saw to cut off your leg. As anesthesia, they give you a cup of strong liquor and hand you a piece of leather, saying, "Bite this. When night falls, are you thirsty?" The water in the barrels turns into a green sludge after weeks of growing algae. That's why it's mixed with alcohol, beer, or wine before drinking. The alcohol kills those life forms. The summary of the day. In this like dealers, equal sharers system, you either earn in one day the gold that an ordinary peasant couldn't earn in 40 years and retire, or you end up swinging from the gallows at the port as a cautionary example. So, my friend, are you showing up for that 4 o'clock shift tomorrow morning? Or are you saying, maybe office life wasn't so bad after all? The choice is yours.